Hello? Ah, there we go. Sorry, my mic wasn't working for a second. Alright. I'm just here picking up some lumber. I'm just gonna try to clear my area here and sell all the wood that I have and see what we have when we're done. Had a little bit of downtime, figured I'd hop on to good old ROBLOX and check out a little bit of what I'm doing here on Lumber Tycoon 2. It's today's. I'm not gonna edit any of the video today because there's a series of events that take place that I want to keep all intact. And if I edit it and cut it up and stuff like that, I'm not quite sure how to use the trim feature on the Microsoft recorder software upload studio thing. So if I use the trim thing to try cutting out certain parts, it might cut the wrong parts out or something and stuff like that, and I don't want to deal with any of that right now. I don't have the time to sit there and learn how it all works. I just got screwed over. Some retarded kids who have nothing better to do than to steal stuff from other people because they're too worthless to get their own resources, decided to crash into me and steal all my resources because they're retarded like that and they have nothing better to do because they're losers. And then they work together. Guess losers travel in packs, I guess. But yeah, I was just gonna be on here and was gonna try to see how much money I could get today, but that didn't work because of those miscreants, I guess, or whatever you want to call them. They kind of screwed up my save, so bravo. Some retarded kid knows how to Google search how to hack people in ROBLOX or whatever. Not sure exactly how they did it, 'cause I have no intentions of trying to do it to other people, so I haven't bothered Google searching how to do it. But I'm pretty sure there's tons of things out there online if you Google search it, and different cheats and stuff that you can get to, and how to screw people over, and how to kick people from game, and all this other stuff, and it's all out there. These kids are just such losers. They have nothing better to do than harass other people and steal the work they did because they're too retarded to know how to get their own resources. This guy's got a lot of money and a really big property, but I bet he probably didn't get any of that legitimately. He probably stole it from other people just like they stole from me. But I mean, if they're such losers they have to steal from other people in order to build up their base, then I guess, you know, whatever. That's them right to the left. If you can see, if I zoom out far enough here, there's a huge, right straight across, there's a huge base. Straight across the road here. See, can you see it? Yeah, right in front of it, right in front there. That huge base there, that's right in front of me, to my left as I turn to the right here, they're the ones who worked together with some of their friends to try stealing all my resources. Well, not try. They successfully stole all the wood I have in my truck. See right there? The truck comes out of nowhere. Like, literally just appears, and then disappears, and then reappears, like some weird teleportation shit. And it ruined my truck, so now I gotta walk around, and then they start throwing branches and shit over my resources so I can't pick it up. I took my smaller truck to pick up some of the resources that I could, and then they threw some shit in the back of my truck that made it to where the truck wouldn't move. And you'll get to see all of that here shortly. There's going to be times where it looks like it's kind of frozen, where it's just kind of sitting there doing nothing. And that was just me trying to report them to Microsoft, because I'm sure there's some kind of hacks involved in being able to do some of the stuff they did. It's not just using game mechanics to fuck somebody over. They actually somehow hacked into the game and kicked me out somehow. I don't know how they did it, but somehow they kicked me out of the game, making it to where my claim on all my resources goes away. So even if I were to rejoin the same server that I was just on, and my stuff was still laying there, it wouldn't still be claimed as mine. They would all be taking it and stealing it like those little thieves do. But it's just, and this is several clips. I think about 5 different clips. So you'll see some of the same footage multiple times because I couldn't quite, like I said, I wanted it to be raw footage and I didn't want there to be jumps and skips, so I just threw one recording clip after another recording clip after another recording clip because Xbox Upload Studio kinda sucks. Well, not the Upload Studio, but the recording thing that allows you to record videos, it sucks balls because it only lets you record 5-minute clips, and it's only after something happens that you can actually choose to record. So you can't say like, well, I'm getting ready to play a game, I'm going to do a let's play, so I'm going to hit record and I'm going to start playing. Unfortunately, I can't do that. You have to play for about 5 minutes, and then you got to record that clip or whatever and have it set to the maximum, which is 5 minutes. It can be set for lower. I think by default it's only like 30 seconds or something. I don't remember. But 5 minutes is the maximum you can set it to. And that's what I have mine set for. If it would let me record more, I would have. But and then of course there's issues with the another reason why there's multiple clips here is because see, I can't even get that block, and that was mine. It came from my truck that him and his buddies are screwing me over on. They haven't gotten the trees over here yet, but while I'm running back and forth trying to get the stuff, they start hauling trees over to block the stuff so I can't get to it. You'll see that here, either in this clip or the next one, I'm not sure. Oh, this clip actually. Which actually, I don't even see the trees on the road right now, which is weird because when I was playing, the trees were on the road, like already there, when I brought my truck up. I actually drove my truck between 2 large trees, so I don't know why the trees aren't showing up in this video. Oh, I know why. They didn't get the trees here until after I put a couple of vlogs in my truck. One of the losers was jumping in my vehicle, jumping up and down, getting in my vehicle, getting out of my vehicle, getting in my vehicle, getting out of my vehicle. I didn't give him permission. I didn't whitelist anybody in this game. I didn't give anybody permissions to do anything. But they're doing whatever the hell they want and screwing everything up that I was working on. So instead of me having a nice little closure video today for you guys of me selling all of my lumber and seeing how much money we end up, we get to see some loser kids stealing resources and stuff from me because they're too retarded to know where to get the different wood, so they have to steal from other people. Or they're just too damn lazy to actually do it themselves. It doesn't matter either way. And just because someone doesn't know where they're at doesn't mean they're stupid. It's just this particular group of people are stupid. Not in a intelligent basis sort of thing, but as in like they're just stupid and immature, stupid, kind of retarded kind of way. They're not like mentally handicapped or anything like that. I'm not trying to make fun of people who are. See there, I got these trees that are all laying all over the place, trying to block all my stuff. There's one of the kids who's doing it. There's a whole group of them that are doing it. I don't know why. I was like, they claim it's because it's funny. Well, whatever. I guess they're just, I don't know. It wouldn't be so frustrating if it didn't take me hours and hours to get the lumber that I have. I didn't even know where to get half of this stuff. I had some other people, some friends of mine, a long time ago, show me where to get the zombie wood and how to get the firewood and which trees were the gold wood and which trees were the dark wood and which trees were the light wood and all that stuff. Because at first I only knew of a couple trees. Like I knew the basic tree that was around the main area, and then that cherry blossom looking tree. Those are the only two woods that I knew about. And I knew there was others, but I didn't know where it was or how to get to it. And it didn't matter because I didn't really have the means. I didn't have a truck at the time, so I couldn't really go get it anyways. But a couple of friends got on, and we decided we'd play some Roblox together, and we played like 7 different Roblox games. And I kind of liked this one up until it gets to where you get losers like this to kind of ruin the game for you. It's like you can't play it because you just screw everything up. So I'm probably not going to play Roblox anymore because I don't... What can I do? I'm not going to spend hours on hours getting stuff just for someone else to steal it. Until the moderators of Roblox bans these people like this who do this kind of crap to other people, and put some kind of protection thing in there to where you can, like, I don't know, reload, like have some kind of multi-save backlog so where I can load the file before they hit me and stole all my lumber. That would be useful because then I could just backload my game. Sure, I'd lose like 3 minutes of progress. Whoop-de-doo, no big deal. That 3 minutes is far more favorable than the hours that it took to get the wood that I lost. And you can tell there they got a huge base over there, but I can almost guarantee you that everything they have, or at least 90% of it, was them stealing it from other people and doing shit like this to other people who actually worked for their resources. I tried getting some of the stuff back, and right here's this one stupid kid who's jumping in my vehicle trying to get the wood to bounce out of the back. It's like, what the hell is these losers' problems? I mean, they're so retarded. What the fuck, you know? It's like, why? Why? I mean, that's all I can say. Why? Do they do it just to fuck over other people? Are they that low life kind of people? Are they that shallow? Or is there some kind of legitimate reason for them to do stuff like this? If you ask me, I say they're just a shallow bunch of piece of shit, no good for nothing kids who need to grow up. But see, that one kid put a stupid stick in the back of my truck, now I can't move. Now you can't make permissions for people to put stuff in your vehicle, so now they put something in my back of my truck and I can't do anything. The dev needs to fix that. It needs to make it to where people can't randomly throw shit in the back of your vehicle, or if they do throw shit in the back of your vehicle, it becomes yours. Like, I can drive my vehicle and that wood is now mine, even though that's shitty early game wood that has no value to me. It shouldn't stop me and fuck me over, and the dev really needs to fix that. Whoever created this game, they really need to fix that, because that is bullshit. That people can just do that kind of shit. If someone whitelisted somebody, then okay, that would make sense. But as I said earlier, I didn't whitelist anybody. And there's the list of the kids who are responsible. Every one of them are in on this. I know for a fact those 3 are. The only one that's questionable is Cursing Rook 3581 or whatever. And they're not even on this list. So yeah, they're all, like, there's another name there that I didn't even recognize. Like, I didn't even notice. There's 3 phase names on there. There's the Phase 5 Uperiors, and then there's the Phase Seeker 2, and then there's another phase on there, it looked like, at the top of the list. So there's 3 gamer tags that are pretty much the same. And that's probably the main loser who's doing this. They probably hacked the game or something, and see, because they put the trees and shit on top of my resources, I can't get my stuff. I can't get any of my resources back because they put that shit over top of it. Here I am, reporting another one to Microsoft, because this is all retarded bullshit that shouldn't, like, It's very unsportsman, and it's very wrong. It's cheating. It's so many levels of wrongness. I can't even explain it. What surprises me the most is that there are people so shallow and stupid and retarded and asinine that they do this kind of shit. I mean, why? Why the hell do you want to go around and fuck people over and cause problems for people? Why do people do that? And I'm not talking just about this game. I mean, in real life, people go around, they rob, they murder, they steal, they pillage. I mean, why? I mean, I can understand the people who go around and steal because they need food or something, you know. Like, I'm not saying that stealing is okay as long as you're doing it for food, but at least it's understandable. I mean, if it's steal some food or starve to death, obviously I'm going to steal some food too. But that's not the case. People are just straight up this fucking retarded and just trying to cause troubles for people. And there's no reason for it. I mean, no reason whatsoever for it. And they're not even all just kids. I mean, that one of them kids sounded like they were actually much older. Probably in his late teens, early 20s maybe. But I don't know. And it's not like you can just avoid certain people. It's not like I can go on and play a private server type thing to where I can just be by myself and just do my own thing. But it's nice to be able to meet some people sometimes. It's just when you run into assholes like this. I mean, look at this guy. Even while I'm sitting here reporting them to Xbox, they're fucking around trying to steal the stuff out of my truck. I mean, I just don't get it. What is so funny about that? What is so funny about ruining something for somebody else? Is there some sort of psychological thing? Did their daddy not love them enough? Did their mommy leave them? I mean, what's their story? What's their problem? Why are they the way they are? Just complete worthless pieces of shits that are just doing nothing but causing troubles for other people. A cancer of society, I guess. A cancer that needs to be treated. Not eliminated, but treated. People like that, they don't deserve to be killed just because they're retarded, but they should be re-educated, I guess, or something. I don't know. There's definitely something wrong with them. There's no legitimate reason for them to do this kind of thing. I mean, none whatsoever. Other than to cause troubles for other people. And there's really... I don't know. I guess because I'm usually a nice guy and usually go out of my way to help other people and don't do much or anything to cause harm to others. It's the people who do stupid shit like this and just try making other people's lives miserable. I can't comprehend it. I don't understand it. And right there, that's when one of them, I don't know if he's a hacker or what, but one of them somehow kicked me out. And then, now I can't get my resources back. They did that so that I'd lose the claim on my resources. I no longer have my resources now. They completely ruined my save. I didn't even bother trying to reload to see where it would load my game at, but I do know that the only thing this game saves is what's on your plot, on your land. So because my truck has been destroyed and it's not on my land, I'm no longer going to have that big truck, and that's one of the expensive trucks. because the wood is still out in the middle of the road, I no longer have any of that wood. And because I got kicked out of the game, now I lost claim to all the wood that was there. So that gives them the ability to instantly grab it and put it in that other guy's property or house or whatever. I mean, and like I said, you're going to see the same clip a couple times. It's different stages of the recording, and it's just how Microsoft works. I have no way of controlling how to record stuff. I mean, I can't afford to buy like some kind of recording card thing. I mean, I did at one time bought an Elgato thing for the Xbox One. It was supposed to let me record Elgato, like record Xbox One gameplay and stuff like that. But the audio was so horrendously off. It was absolutely insane. Like, I don't know. It was just, the synchronization between the audio and the video was just too drastic for me to handle. It was absolutely insane. I don't even know how Elgato got launched. And there's a lot of people who use Elgato, which I don't understand. How can they use that crap? I mean, I know some of the people use it, and they put a lot of work into speeding up the recording and slowing down the audio and all this other extra work to kind of sync up the audio with the gameplay. But you shouldn't have to pay hundreds of dollars for a fucking recording program and hardware that you have to put that much extra work just to get the thing to work right. I mean, that's insane. It was a complete waste of money, and I had to take it back. Elgato is the worst recording thing I've ever had. And that's saying a lot, because I've tried a lot of different recording options. And the one recording option I do like, that does work quite nicely, I can't do with the Xbox One, because the Xbox One is HDMI only. And my other recording setup requires the 5-prong, you know, the 2 red, the component and composite cable type setup, not an HDMI setup. And there's no way for me to converge the component and composite to an HDMI. At least not that I'm aware of. I do plan on buying some HDMI cables, some cheap HDMI cords, and some cheap component cables, and then cut them up and try to see if there's any wires that can line up with each other to where I can actually convert from one type of plug to another type of plug. If I can figure that out, if there are wires that can actually link up, like if I cut it open and there's different wires inside the HDMI cable that match up to the wires in the component cables, that I can just splice together and make a new cable that goes from HDMI, or goes from a composite component on one side to an HDMI on the other side, then I'll probably make a couple of those and use them. But the one recording thing I do have is an AVR media. I don't know. Capital A, capital V, lowercase e, lowercase r, capital M, lowercase e, lowercase d, lowercase I, lowercase a. Aver Media. HD Easy Recorder Plus. It's a little box with a little remote